What's up everyone, it's Hey John and Jabber Opportunities Nonstop. In today's video, I will be talking about Safuu. Safuu? Well, whatever. The point being is that there is some really good news that is coming, and it's coming very shortly. So if you were not excited about Safuu, well, I think it's time you get very excited because I know I am. Just think of 4.5 million. That's a very big number, right? I think so too. Have you ever been to a Reddit, a Discord, or a Telegram, and these paid admins, they block you, they don't let you answer your questions, and you think, hey, could this be a rug pull? Oh, hey, could this be this and that? Well, come over to reddit.com, truth or a profit, and this is where you can see what's going on, and we can share which crypto landmines to avoid and which crypto gems to jump into. Let's talk Safuu. But before we get to all that, let's go ahead and check out a few things. First things first is the stats. We have 21,486 hodlers. That is a lot. So we can see we have a lot of hodlers here. And the current market cap is at around $103 million. The current price is $211. And that is very, very healthy in my opinion. The current liquidity is $15.5 million. The liquidity pool is huge. It's insane. The current treasury is $2.6 million. The Safuu insurance fund is $2.9 million. And we have over 13.58% burnt currently. Now, we do have to remember a few things here. Think of multi-chain, and I will get to that in a moment here. So we do know that recently Brian and a Safuu team has bought back the pink cell tokens around 300K worth, and now they're sitting in the treasury wallet. That's fantastic, right? Absolutely fantastic. The question is, what do they do with these tokens? In my previous video, I alluded to, and I mentioned to you guys, hey, if Brian decides to go with SafeMoon to launch on the SafeMoon swap, I mentioned that they would need liquidity, and the question is, where would they get that from? Would they get from a team wallet or the more likely source, the pink cell bot tokens? Now, when you get those tokens and you move it over to the SafeMoon swap, you will also need to add in the other part of it, the BNB, because remember, it's a swap, it's a pair. That's what a liquidity pool is. So it'll be BNB and Safuu. And the question is, where do you get your liquidity from? You can get it from the treasury, you can get it from the Safuu insurance, you can get it from the liquidity pool itself. It really depends on where you're getting it. And there is one key question to ask. What is the volume that is currently being generated by SafeMoon Swap? Well, only they can answer that because they have the metrics behind the scenes. For us, we can only speculate, but obviously I'm going to have to assume that there will be a minimum threshold. And with that being said, we don't know what it would be, but it'll be coming very soon. And we do know Brian is in talks with SafeMoon right now. So we're looking to have something inked and something more concrete in the next week or two. And this is very exciting because imagine 600,000 cryptocurrency enthusiasts ready to jump into Safuu. And do not forget, folks, SafeMoon Swap is starting to grow. And one of their key messages is that we vet projects. And as far as I know, there's a very huge entrance fee. The price of admission is at about, I believe, $75,000. So there's no way in my mind that Brian is going to dump the money in there without getting something in return, because he seems like a very, very, very savvy businessman. And when you pay for something, well, you should get something in return. Brian did mention that there could be potential billboards, but I do not know how I feel about billboards. I remember seeing Coin and their billboard with SafeMoon, and honestly, two circles hugging and shaking hands. Let's just say that wasn't very good marketing in my opinion, and I feel like it's wasted money. So I'm going to have to assume that Brian will do a much better job in this case here, because so far his marketing has been on point, so I have no reason to question it. But what I'm saying here is that I've seen other tokens use SafeMoon's billboard marketing approach, and when I saw it, I'm like, guys, are you serious? The next big news here is BitKeep. Yes, sometime next week we will see an announcement in terms of what will be the actual release date. Brian has already announced that, hey, we have a partnership going. We just need to go through the vetting process so to make sure we are good to go. And in my opinion, that's going to be amazing because, folks, remember, 4.6 million users can jump into, guess what? Safuu. And you can swap from Ethereum, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, whatever you want easily into Safuu, because BitKeep does all that magical voodoo for you, and you basically push a button and you get your Safuu and you exchange whatever other pair you want to do. And that is fantastic. So basically the next week and the next 2 weeks is going to be a huge deal for Safuu. And I want to show you guys from a chart perspective what this all means. And keep an eye, folks, because when you do charting, it is a self-fulfilling prophecy. And currently, it sure looks that way because I'm seeing the news and the charts and everything's aligning. And all I can see is dollar, dollar, dollar signs. What do you see? Okay, folks, I want to show you guys something real quick. So remember Titano, and I want to reiterate this scenario to you guys, all right? So Titano saw a nice run up. 10 days later, it hit its top, and then it went down, all right? It went down about, let's see. It went down over 76%, and it took 27 days before the next move up. Remember the key numbers: 10 days pop, then 27 days going down and going sideways. With Safuu, it took 7 days to get the pop and then the big drop. And as you can tell, Safuu went down about 67%, and we are only currently on day 11. So the reason why I want to show you that again is simply because when you see in 7 days, that'd be 18 days, and then 7 more days, it'd be 25 days. So in 7 days, BitKeep being released, which will be next week. The 7 more days after that, it'll be the 25 days, and that'll be possibly the SafeMoon release, most likely. We don't know, but let's just assume that. We're going to see the airdrop for BitKeep sometime in the near term because Brian wants to align it from a marketing perspective, and you're going to have more marketing with Safuu as well. And by the second week as well, most likely Certic will start doing its completed audit, and we can go from there. Now, 27 days for Titano to rocket up and break past the all-time high, and then go to a new all-time high, and then come back down and trade at the previous all-time high. Now, I believe that Safuu can do the exact same thing, and that's why I'm calling for, hey, you know what? It's not financial advice. It's not a crystal ball, but I believe if we follow the Titano chart, and if we follow a market leader in terms of their historical pattern, well, folks, this news in this chart here can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. We can hit 2.5x. That'll be $800. And of course, if we get around there, we will obviously pull back. And these are obviously, I want to make sure it's very, very clear. These are just my opinions and my analysis here, following historical tokens and using their data to apply it to us. And what I'm telling you here isn't that far-fetched because you have news supporting the charts and the timeline. It coincides. And if there's one thing that I know, it's that Brian knows how to read charts. So with that being said, I don't think this is a coincidence. I think this was all planned out, but you know what? That's another conspiracy theory, and that's for another day. And honestly, it does not matter. Just know that in 2 weeks' time, this is going to go that much higher. And I'm already seeing folks dropping in like 150K, 120K, 100K buys, even yesterday, even the day before yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, if people are buying like this, they have to know something. Because nobody spends 100 grand on a poo coin. Let's be honest, folks. Safuu is a poo coin. So if you're doing that, you have to know something, or you believe that something big is coming. And you know what? I believe it too. The best way for you guys to support the channel is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Get $250 in Bitcoin using my BlockFi link down below in the description. Get $25 in Chronos using my Crypto.com referral code. Get 5 free stocks courtesy of WEBULL. All you have to do is use my link down below in the description, create an account, deposit 1 cent or even $1, and you will get 5 free stocks guaranteed worth up to $8,000. The only caveat is that it ends on March 19th of 2022. So don't sleep and jump on it. And most importantly, have an awesome day, and I will catch you all on the next one.